Goddamn. Yo, it's the 1409 podcast. I go by the name of KT.
It's your boy Gualamise World.
Welcome to episode 83. You know what I'm saying? We 83 episodes in. The episodes coming fast out here, you know what I'm saying? We got back-to-back championships, you know. We got another special guest in here, graphic designer, brand strategist.
Yeah.
Based out of Dallas, Texas, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But she global with it, you know what I'm saying? We got
Yeah.
Briona Trinae up in here on 1409. What's happening?
Miss Briona Trinae.
Hey y'all, I am St. Louis made and Dallas paid.
Hey, I like that.
Hey, 214? What is it, 214?
Nah, I'm still 314. I don't know about that 214.
You went from 314 to 214, huh? I'm trying to think of 972. Yeah, that's the other area code they got over there.
Yeah. Don't
972.
call me from either one of them numbers. I'm probably not gonna answer. I'm gonna think you a bill collector.
Scam. In the words of B-Mac, scammy. Yeah. All right, we got the intros out the way. Let's go and get to this shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm on it tonight. You know, I was really like almost on a hiatus from the drinking on the episode.
He said he's on it tonight, baby.
I'm on that yak.
I'm on that yak too.
Everybody on that yak. Look at it. Look at the different brands of yak up in
this
here.
This thing right here is lethal.
I told you when you first had that bottle, you can't just drink that right.
I remember you had this back in the G when we was like 21, 22 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't that long ago, but you know.
I was like, you showing your age. Yeah, y'all telling your age.
Yeah, you all about 47.
I'm about 49, you know what I'm saying? I was born in 1992, but I'm 49.
Yeah, I was born in 92, but I'm 47. However that works.
Y'all ready to get to these shots, though?
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah.
What you want to toast to, guest? Mr. Briona Trinae?
I'm just gonna toast to prosperity, greatness, a much better 2021 than 2020 was. And we just gonna go forward in this new year. Our trial month is over as of Sunday. Our 31-day free trial. And so this year is gonna be a lit year. We ready.
For sure.
Oh no, we're gonna get another free trial. We're just gonna change the email. Cheers to that.
Ooh.
Yeah, we just gonna change the email by one letter in February for another free
There we
trial.
go.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got the shout out the way. Now let's get into some little trivia. You know what I'm saying? Trivia. Okay. What I got for you tonight? You went from the 314 to the 214.
Yes.
Okay.
St. Louis is home.
All right. So what's one of the area codes in Fort Worth since you're in Dallas? That's my trivia.
Oh shit, I don't know.
It's right over there. Is
it 409 for real?
Who said that? 409. That's 409 is like Galveston. I learned that today.
You know what? You're right. That is Galveston. I don't know. That's actually a really good question.
I'm leaning towards 817. I don't know no other ones over there. I know 817 is one. I don't know. Fort Worth. If you're in the comments and you want fact checkers, go and fact check us. But 817.
Please fact check. And if you're from Fort Worth and you're mad at me, I am so sorry. I do not come on your side of town.
Shout out to Fort Worth, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Texas.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, we got a little trivia. So, Miss Briona Trinae, you have Impact Creatively. What exactly is Impact Creatively?
So I am like you said, graphic designer and brand strategist, but Impact Creatively is my firm. So we are a full service design firm and we do it all. We do logos, websites, flyers, brand strategy, marketing strategy. We do video and photo editing. We assist on photo shoots. We do everything to help brands put their best brand face forward.
Oh, y'all do video editing? Damn.
Yeah, we do it all.
Damn. Okay.
Oh yeah, that website deep. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Priceless long.
Oh yeah.
Make sure y'all going to check out our website as well.
Well, not just
www.
her website. You got what, like 10 websites?
I do. I have a lot of websites, but the best place to go is just BrionaTrinae.com because I have all of my links right there on the homepage. I make it super easy for everybody to find everything that they need.
All of them. All of it's there. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to know how that looks, you know what I'm saying? Once you go up in that website, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna look a little something like this, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Become a focus conference speaker. Go ahead and get that info on that focus conference, you know what I'm saying? Focus business conference. You can view her portfolio, see her excellent work she has. We're gonna get into all of that for sure. Book a free consultation. $150 off all logo design kits with the promo code SAVE. You can get a free Clubhouse note because you know she dropping gems in Clubhouse on the daily, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Out here getting known. You can view your services and packages right here, you know what I'm saying? Mommy business planner. And you know, you can contact her. So that's just a little piece of it though. Where you go when you go to that BrionaTrinae.com, you know what I'm saying? Just a little piece of it. So what led to you getting into this line of work, graphic design and brand strategist?
So it's actually crazy. Initially, I started in high school. I was about 17 when I started my first business. I was making logos in PowerPoint and I was making websites on Weebly. That was a long time ago. But basically,
how long ago was it?
We just not even gonna go there, King. We're not gonna go there, King. But no, for me, it was one of those things like my mom and my grandmother had started a nonprofit called Walking by Faith. And my grandmother had breast cancer, and my other grandmother on my father's side had ovarian cancer. And what they started doing was doing the different walks for the cure. And so they wanted to have a team logo. So my grandma was like, hey, you're artistic, make our logo. I was like, I don't know nothing about making no logo, but I'm gonna get on YouTube and I'm gonna try to figure this thing out. Photoshop was too much for me at the time. All the different programs were too much. And so I got in PowerPoint because I knew how to make nice PowerPoints, for my class presentations. So I was like, okay. And I put a logo together and it was a hot ass mess. I'm so glad I cannot find it because I never want anybody to see it. But that got me started. And from doing that logo and kind of making like some little designs for their organization, for me, it just opened up a whole nother world. I was like, okay, I want to figure out how to do billboards. I want to learn how to do logos. I want to get into production. I want to get to do everything. And so I'm self-taught. So I literally just got on the University of YouTube, the University of Google, and I taught myself everything that I know.
You out here on YouTube University making things happen, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, building 6-figure companies off YouTube.
That's tuition free, ain't it?
Yes, the tuition is free, no scholarship necessary, and the attendance is very flexible.
Yeah,
no purchase.
No
fast for no buying books.
You don't need no book stipend. You don't need no damn housing, room and board, none of that. You don't need no meal plan.
Man, only thing I wish is I could have got me a little student loan real quick so that way I could have paid for some other stuff, but it was cool. I actually was in college. I went to college twice. I dropped out twice. The first time I went was fresh out of high school. I wanted to go to college because I wanted to get the experience. I really wanted to see what it felt like to live outside of my city, but still in a college environment. I wanted to be around other like-minded people. My business started taking off. So I was like, okay, bye college. Moved to Memphis with my grandparents and really grew my business. Started working with a lot of nonprofits and I worked with a lot of political organizations in Memphis. Then, as I got older, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back to school. I really want to finish that pre-med degree. I was a biochem major with a pre-med emphasis to go to medical school for oncology. And I got to my second year and I was like, I am making a lot of money in my business and I'm spending it all trying to pay for college, because at that time I was trying to do the right thing and pay my taxes and file my business. And they said, hey, you make too much. You don't get all of these free grants, that you want for college. And so for me, I had to make a decision at that time. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go full-fledged with my business by any means necessary. And so from there, I was like, okay, we done with college. We got to make this happen because we got to prove everybody wrong.
Dang, so you ain't so ICDC?
No, and I should have went because I heard they is like giving them all their money back for those who didn't pay it on their student loans. So
Say what now? Oh man.
So ICDC. Nah, but it's great that you mentioned that piece and to see what you built. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like, you know, you need a college degree, but
yeah.
sometimes you don't, and you know what I'm saying, you live in proof of it. You know what I'm saying? And 6-figure companies, you doing the thing, and who would have known that you dropped out of college not one time, but 2 times?
Twice.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel like, I need to go to college because I want to learn. And honestly, I'll tell anybody, you don't go to college to learn. You honestly go to college to network and build relationships. I went to the HBC, the illustrious Lincoln University of Missouri, my second time, and I absolutely loved it. That HBCU experience brought me relationships, taught me a lot of things in business. I chartered an organization called the Collegiate Business Owners. I was the Miss Black US ambassador for a year. I was also a White House ambassador for the HBCUs. And so I built, my credentials, they be stacking. But it was honestly something where if you're going to go to college and you're like, oh, I just want to learn how to do something, you may not learn it, honestly. You are honestly going to learn how to build relationships and how to talk and how to go into these different rooms and present yourself differently. HBCUs is where I really learned how to code switch, for me to go from real St. Louis to real professional. And I learned so much that I'm able to take into the real world.
Oh.
That's an interesting take on college too, because like I was just thinking you go there for like the cert or the piece of paper, but that's an interesting point. You do build a lot of, you know what I'm saying, relationships out of college. It's the saying that say you find your best friends in college, you know what I'm saying? Like the friends you're gonna keep for the rest of your life. So that's a real interesting point there.
What's up, Andy? I see you up in here.
Yeah, Andy in the building.
Just ask Andy.
That's my dog. I see Andy, my little brother's in here. My god sister and my sister are in here. What's up, y'all? I'm glad y'all came to support me.
Hey, we lit. Yeah, I feel like degrees don't mean anything. I went back and got mine, but I feel like people without degrees know more about business than I do. And I got a business degree. So what's that telling you right there? I know people without degrees know more about business than me. Like, it's just a piece of paper and a transcript.
I'm going back to school now, as I stated earlier on previous episodes, for like music, but like my first few classes is like all the shit I got from YouTube University. You know what I'm saying? I already know the stuff, so it's like, what am I learning? But hey.
And I think to be successful in college, you have to have a certain type of discipline, just like you have to have that in entrepreneurship. In college, you do have to have a discipline to be able to sit through the things that you already know. Yeah. Like, Gwala, you going through, like you said, those first couple classes, it's the stuff you know. It's the stuff that you have taught yourself. You kind of know the ins and outs because you had to learn it without someone teaching you. So now you have to have the discipline and the patience to sit through that class, see what they have to say, and pick out what you need. College is a lot of pick out what you need and then take that and do what you really want to do.
And time management. I think that's one thing that college teach you too. Time management, which you really need that. Like, if you're gonna be any type of entrepreneur or any kind of creative, you really need to like have time management. You know what I'm saying? And college is a good way to learn that because like they let you loose. You know what I'm saying? You graduate high school, your mom ain't waking you up no more. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to manage that time between partying, studying. You know what I'm saying? So college really.
I'm say ain't nothing like being on an HBCU yard to about 4 a.m, just drunk, and then having an 8 a.m. class after Thursday.
My first time in college, my dumb ass, I had an 8 a.m. on Fridays, and all the parties happened on Thursday. So just imagine
all the parties happen on Thursday. Like, everybody getting lit for Thursday. Like, we don't have class on Friday. Like.
See, I'm on the online tip now, so I don't deal with none of that. I'm still in school now. I'm doing the master's thing. Like I said, people still know about more about business than I do. And I'm going to school for business. I'm going to school for finance now. You know what I'm saying? it's just something I want to do because I can. You know what I'm saying? But
Ken over there, like, as long as it's in by 11:59 on Sunday, I'm good.
Facts.
They got it at 11:55. They give you they take 4 minutes off that motherfucker.
Nah,
And
I'm
that's
on the
that
online
master's
tip
level.
too. A level 11:59. As long as I hit submit before then, we good. We Gucci.
Yeah, we Gucci for real, for real. So, what are the pros and cons of being a graphic designer?
The pros for me is I'm honestly very creative. So for me, a big pro, one of the reasons why I stuck with it for almost 9 years now is because I actually love what I do. I like creating different designs, and being a graphic designer, it's one thing to work on your own brand because you're only working on that set of content. But being a graphic designer working with so many companies, I get to be creative in all different industries for different business owners using different types of things that I have learned over time with different marketing tactics, branding tactics. I'm able to really take the small things that I learned and multiply it over clients in like days. So it's dope for me. A con would be working with other people. It's very difficult because people look at the graphic designer and as the brand strategist, like the lady with the crystal ball, like we can see into the future. We know when you're gonna hit your monetary goal. But in reality, we can't. We can only bring to life what vision you give us. And so sometimes it can be very difficult when you're working with clients and they're like, hey, I want this type of design. I want this type of brand. I want to be the Ming Ling of whatever. And it's like, y'all don't understand what type of money that was spent, what type of investments had to make, what type of team had to be built in order to have those things. So it's a con because you almost have to break people's spirit sometimes to give them the reality of what they can actually do with their brand at that time.
Don't look at it as a con. That's a pro too. Sometimes you have to be like put back in the earthly realm. You know what I'm saying? Because as creatives, we are dreamers. You know what I'm saying? Like you get like this business idea in your head and you just know how it's gonna blossom, but you don't need those yes men. You need some people to bring you back down to reality. I feel like that is a pro because like I see it a lot with stuff I do. Like I have like this big vision in my head, and then I got those people around me like, hey bro, it ain't gonna start like that without you doing this, and it bring you down. It humble you a little bit.
It's a humbling experience, not only for the client, but for the designer as well, because it lets me know. Like I have a client right now, she wants me to build a website on a whole new platform that I'm not all the way familiar with. I love it because I'm learning something new, but it's like some of the things that she wants, one, are just not possible on that platform. So it can sometimes be a con only because like, yeah, I'm bringing you to reality, but I'm also telling you that something that you want, something that you envision for your company that you have invested time and energy into can't happen the way you want it to. And so sometimes those conversations are very hard to have. They're very difficult to have. And as a graphic designer and as a creative period, one thing that we don't like talking about is money. We just like knowing that the money's coming in. We don't want to have these in-depth conversations about money. And so one thing I learned from my business manager, Andy, is conversations about money have to be had, but there's a way to have them so everybody can be comfortable.
Already, you out here making websites, managing social media pages, Instagrams and shit. You mind if we take a look at one of the websites you created? Show the world.
Oh, go ahead. Y'all can head right over to andytebow.com because that's my dog.
Okay.
Beast in these streets.
Listen, that's the website that we just did. Me and my team, we hit her up. Well, I hit her up one day and I was like, hey, I'm just going to redo your whole brand in the next 24 hours. And she was like, what? You don't have to do that. I like how my stuff is. It's fine. Don't do that. And I was like, no, I'm going to redo it. And we redid the entire brand in like 24 hours.
So you got a quick turnaround on top of everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I'm cold with it.
You ain't playing no games out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can see that?
Yeah, man. It's up there.
I like the colors you got going on. Look at Andy now. Hey, I'm Andy. And she's certified out here, you know what I'm saying?
Certified in these streets. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. Got the mailing list. You know what I'm saying? You can damn click the podcast link, approved AF podcast. You know what the AF stand for, approved as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We explicit over here. And you can go ahead and check out the books. Mommy's in business, daddy's in business. You know what I'm saying?
Don't put no mommies in debt. Don't put them in debt,
I
bro.
was about to say mommy's and daddy's. Mommy's Clubhouse. Go ahead, hit the Clubhouse. Speaking of Clubhouse, you got the Hello Houston room going Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? And every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, CNA doing business hacks. So this is just one of the websites created.
Wait, can we scroll to the footer real quick? Because I just want to tell everybody about something. You see where on Andy's website it says legal, and there's all those little links to all
Yes.
these policies and agreements. If you do not have this on your website, you can get sued. I am looking right at the camera, so you know I'm looking at you. Please make sure that even if you don't go with Impact Creatively, please make sure that you have policies on your website. They are at minimum in the footer, because I think a lot of people focus on the artistic aspect of their website, how it looks and what the buttons look like, but they forget about compliance. And that's one thing that makes Impact Creatively special. Not only do we turn around projects fast, but we also make sure that you're in full compliance with any project that you do.
Ooh, she making sure you got your own ass covered. So she making sure that you cover your own ass. You know what I'm saying? Out here. And also another website you got going on here, that Refocus Business Conference. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. We got to show the world. We got to show the world this. Y'all can see that.
Oh yeah, the Refocus Business Conference is gone. It's gonna go crazy. March 5th through 7th of this year. Tickets will be on sale starting Monday, February 1st. So y'all gonna have to get on the email list, learn about the conference, because when I say this year is gonna be totally different, even though it's virtual and we're bringing focus at home, we are literally about to change the game in how people think of conferences and networking events.
Let me highlight something right here. You see these pictures of these great folks right here. How many of these folks have been on 1409? How many of them are going to be on 1409 in the next 30 days or so? You know what I'm saying? Just answer that in your head. You know what I'm saying? See, we got Jay Rich in here, got Andy. You know what I'm saying? Tierra, got Pop Darby down here. He coming real soon. You know what I'm saying? Like we plugged in out here, and y'all plugged in too, because they right there on the website. You know what I'm saying? Well, get you some merch. I like this. This is dope. And you know what I'm saying? Everything's there. Terms of use and everything. Payment and refund policy. You know, she's official out here. I just want to show the world, you know what I'm saying, how you do things.
Oh yeah.
We love it. It's you doing your thing out here. Mm-hmm. So what led to you becoming a brand strategist, among other things? You know what I'm saying? You do the graphic design. What led to the brand strategist side of things?
So I was a brand strategist before brand strategy was a thing. I think like everybody's on Instagram and now, like I do branding. I'm a brand strategist. I'm a brand coach. I was that before any of that. I'm not gonna say I was a pioneer because I honestly got it from somebody, but it was one of those things where yes, I do graphics, but I cannot build graphics and build you content around a disorganized brand. Brand strategy is always about more than just what it looks like. Branding actually breaks down the type of verbiage that you use. That's called your brand voice. It talks about how you present things, what your clients should look for in you. And so for me, it was like that was the next step to my graphic design firm. Like, yes, we can make you some stuff that looks pretty, but if you don't have the strategy behind it to really hit your target customer, then everything that you do is going to flop. So it's like, I can create you the dopest flyer in the world, but if you don't have no strategy, you're not going to get your clients and you're not going to get paid and you ain't going to pay me.
For sure. I look at the strategy is almost like with any kind of business or creatives, you are like creating a illusion and an experience for like your customers and you know what I'm saying, your supporters. And the thing is, it's like a saying we like to say, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So like when we're like offering these products and services to our supporters, customers, you know what I'm saying, we're asking them to try a new experience. And like how the human mind thinks is, all right, it's like if you have Uncle Ben's, if you was eating Uncle Ben's rice all your life, and Zatarain's come up and be
No,
like,
fuck
try
that.
this.
You eating Master P's rice your whole life. Man.
If hey, if you eating Master P's rice your whole life, and Zatarain come up and say, try this rice, you know what I'm saying? The first thing you're gonna say is, ain't nothing wrong with Master P rice. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So what you know what I'm saying? What am I gonna get out of trying this new rice? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to think about that, and that's what the strategy comes into play. That's where the strategy comes into play as far as like building your brand or building anything. You gotta figure out a way to convince people to try something new, but they want to feel like they're getting something out of it too.
Yeah, people want that illusion. They want that experience. Like when you go into a designer store, when you walk into Louis Vuitton, you're in Louis Vuitton. There's a certain type of lighting that they use. There's a certain paint color that they put on the walls to evoke a certain emotion. They want you to be calm and feel good. So that way you shop and you spend money. All of that is a part of their strategy. And so, even in businesses that have an online presence, because for a long time it was only said that you only need branding if you're a brick and mortar. But
Mhm.
online businesses started to tap into, hey, I need a strategy too. Like me just posting what I sell doesn't work. So, should I offer sales? Do I need to have promo codes? Should I hire influencers? Should I do certain media outlets? All of that came into play in like around 2013, 2014, where small businesses were seeing how powerful strategy was. And so then they were able to offer you an even better experience, literally just being on your phone, on your computer, and you were able to really get what it would feel like if you were able to walk into their store if they have good strategy.
For sure.
So how do you determine like the things that a brand need? You know what I'm saying? What factors play into like you determining what that brand needs to create their strategy or illusion?
So honestly, like that first call is essential. So that's why I do all my consultation calls for free, because I want to know who you are as a person and then who your business is as a brand. And then I want to know what your goals are. If you tell me like, hey, my goal is to hit, six figures in the next 12 months and I want to invest this much. Okay, well, what are your short-term goals before you hit that in 12 months? Oh, I don't know. I just want to make money. I'm honestly not going to work with you. I'm going to tell you, hey, take your money, spend it elsewhere. Please let me know if you have questions. I'm here to answer them. But in order for me to be able to create that content and really give that experience, I need to know what your goals are. I need to know what you aspire to have. What are things that you enjoy? What are things that you want your customer to enjoy? If your target customer is somebody who is, they go shop at Louis Vuitton, they shop at Hermes, they spend a lot of money, they like to look good, feel good, then you have to offer them a luxury experience. If your target customer is somebody who shops at Target versus Walmart, then they want quality products, they want a good price, they often are looking for some type of rewards program, something that can keep them coming in the door. And so I have to know all of that in order to create that experience. Key factors are always, what are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? And then where do you want to see your brand within the next year and 5 years?
Facts. So you having them write them goals down, or as they tell you the goals, you writing it down for them. Or you got like a form they gotta fill out for that.
Oh yeah, y'all know I'm official. We got a whole enrollment form where we ask a lot of questions, but also within that call, I take a lot of notes, and then I'm able to send them those notes in our call recap to kind of let them know this is what we talked about. These are some of the things that you kind of strategized about, and this is the packages that we can offer you to make those things come true. And these are the timelines that you're looking at to see some end results.
Already. I
So
like.
oh, go ahead, bro.
I was just saying, I like that. I like that. She got the shit all the way together. You know what I'm
Facts. For sure, for sure.
saying?
Them shirts coming soon, man. Just a sidebar. Somebody I was talking to an artist today and he was like, man, y'all need to go ahead and put that on the shirt. For sure, for sure.
We need the 1409 merch. Like, I'm trying to have my shirt on for my next interview. So yeah.
Oh, we're gonna send you the link, but now we gonna talk after the episode about some shit too. But then, hey,
For sure.
for sure.
All right.
Already.
So all right, you do this this free constellation call. You know what I'm saying? You get these ideas. and you start building this brand for your client, how do you go about presenting, you know what I'm saying, what you built for them? Is it a virtual
So
experience? Do you have like a in person? Like how do you do it?
typically everything is virtual. I have always loved being at home. Like right now, I got on sweatpants. I like being at home. I like talking to you on the computer. I like texting and emailing. But for my clients, what we do is normally once you've had that first call, we do what are called phases. So we break it down into pieces. So that first phase is always that enrollment, making sure the paperwork is done, making sure their compliance is up to date. Then we present first designs. And that typically comes in an email. We have broken everything down into a PDF and we have labeled everything. Like we've assessed what you currently have, giving you the pros and cons, laid out a plan, giving you the designs that we have created initially. We let them go in and they can leave comments, circle whatever, and let us know things that they want to change. And then we really just start to dive into a bridge between our ideas and then what they would like to see for the brand.
For sure. So is it like if you make a design and say if I'm your client, you make this design and if I want something like changed or edited, do you like charge per edit or is it like unlimited edits? How do you go about like
No,
Or you just show them
we
how to
will.
edit.
No, I'm not gonna teach you how to edit because I am not teaching y'all Photoshop as clients because y'all will go in there and think y'all really know what y'all doing and mess some stuff up for real. But no, that is one thing that actually makes us very different is we offer unlimited changes. We want to change it until you love it. We want to make sure that you actually enjoy what you have. Don't just settle for it because a designer said, "Oh, you only get 3 changes," and then after 3, you still don't like it. So we are in a position to a lot of our premier clients will continue to work with us because they know they're going to get it right. Majority of the time, that first design we do is almost exactly what they want. They have minor changes. So we typically don't have anything major. But even if we do, we're willing to make those changes because we want the client to enjoy that experience and we want them to enjoy what they're going to get and present to their customers.
for sure? That's dope though. Like, cause me in the music industry, I work with like videographers, kind of like what I'm saying. And sometimes you don't get unlimited edits, and that kind of sucks because I told you how I wanted it, and it's not like how I wanted it. So we need to change it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I do that because sometimes, like, especially if you're not into designing, sometimes, like, one thing I hate when people say is make it pop. I don't know what that means. That's not a good
I guess that mean when the potential clients look at it, they want to be like, "Die."
So we actually offer those unlimited changes because sometimes it's little tweaks and it's like, okay, you want to make it pop, but what are you thinking? Send me a screenshot of something that you're kind of inspired by. You want it more wavy? You want it more this? One thing I don't do is glitter, so don't ask me about no glitter. I'm not doing no glitter. It looks a mess and you're going to hate it next year. So no. But outside of that, we really try to make it work. So if we're creating a logo and you're like, it's just something about it I don't like. Okay, I need you to kind of explain to me, what do you like? What are some things you're inspired by? What are some things that you enjoy visually so that we can bring those things to life and put them within your logo?
For sure.
She got that sauce over here. She if y'all listening and y'all want to get them websites together, get them press kits together, the media kits, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, them press kits on another level.
Oh yeah, press kits hit different. Everybody, if you are trying to be in any way, shape, or form in the public, you need some type of press or media kit. Typically, you have a 1-sheet and a media kit, just so for certain things you can shoot them over a 1-sheet. Other things you want them to have a detailed media kit. And for me, that was one of the things that I learned doing an internship with U Management PR, because I was like, okay, well, what is it that in PR people need in order to be able to work within the media? You need that media kit, you need that press kit, you need to have a sound idea of exactly who you are that people can just look at and say, cool, I want to book them and I want to pay them for their services.
Oh, really? So you got like packages that include like websites and press kits and media kits all in one package?
Of course. We have 2. We have full business management, which basically focuses on your business. So we create the business media kit, we do the website, we do the logo, we do all of those things. Full personal management is basically creating those things for your personal brand. And so, like Andy said, she has three. Andy has everything because she's under that full business and personal management. So we handle Just Ask Andy, who is a personal brand. You know, she's wanting to build those connections and grow with those personal connections. But on the business side, you need to make sure that, you know, you have that business media kit, that your business is represented well in the media, on social media, in the internet world. You want to make sure that you've got everything from top to bottom. So we've got packages that include everything you can think you need and then some.
Oh, really?
So
You know, I'm looking at it right now. But if you want to know more, you know where to go. BrionaTrinae.com. You know what I'm saying? Come and get that work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Let me get this work.
all right. So what accomplishment do you feel you're most proud of for being a graphic designer, brand strategist, all the things you do?
honestly, my proudest moment was the Focus Business Conference. Me and Andy started out with a bigger team. Like we had a lot of people who said they wanted to help and they wanted to do things, but they just didn't know how to do certain things. So a lot of it fell on me and Andy because we were like, no matter what, we got to make it happen. We got to have this conference. We said we was going to do it, so we're going to do it. And for me, it was a big learning experience, but to literally stand in the audience and be able to look at that stage and say, wow, like I was behind the marketing and the branding and the look of it. It felt damn good to know all the emails that people were getting, all of, you know, the social media responses. It felt damn good that people could literally walk in and experience that and have that euphoric experience in a place that I wasn't even known in. Nobody knew who Bree was in Houston. And most people don't even know I'm in Dallas. But it was a damn good feeling to be able to stand next to, you know, my road dog, my homie, you know, my son's godmother. And I was 6 months pregnant at the conference. And I still was just like sitting there like, he will be able to look back at this and say, like, my mom did that. My mom made that. She created that. And a lot of that stuff was made from scratch. It was like, okay, this is an idea. How we gonna make it happen? And we was up many a nights. So to actually be able to see a bigger project, like something, I'm proud of every website and every project that I do, every logo, but to see such a big scale that I got to do over time and continue to build on, and then to now be working on the Refocus conference, it's a proud accomplishment.
Hey,
That Refocus conference about to be litty, huh?
Oh yeah.
And that's coming up in about 5 weeks, March 5th through 7th. Let's reiterate that. You know what I'm saying? 2021
yeah.
in Dallas. Where's it at in Dallas again?
No, so the Focus conference is actually in Houston because it's Andy's conference. So she is the brains behind the operation. So I make it happen as far as the creative piece. But Andy was the person who came and was like, I want to have a conference because I'm tired of going to conferences. I'm tired of going to networking events. You can't talk to the speakers. You really don't learn anything, but you leave feeling good and you're feeling all inspired. But when you sit down with your pen and paper, you have nothing to go with. So when she was like, hey, I want to do this experience, you want to be a part of it? I'm like, done. Let's change it. Let's change the way Houston looks at conferences, but also let's impact everyone around us. Like we even had an international speaker last year who literally came in and gave us game on some international business. And so it was great to be able to bring a whole new experience to the Houston area and to the Texas, United States area on a different way to do conferences.
Going hard. Yeah, she mentioned like she went to conference, they didn't have food and things like that. They didn't have no meatballs and nothing. I was like, damn. So she said she want to take it to the next level, you know what I'm saying? Go harder, like she said. We're going harder.
You know what they said at them conferences?
What is it?
Better put some water on that shit.
Listen, we had plenty of water. We had fruit. We was not feeding y'all a 4-course meal because then you get full and you're gonna be sleeping, snoring in the auditorium. We couldn't have that.
She said they didn't have nothing that like the conferences she wanted to, not the one she wanted to make better. The reason she wanted to make a conference is they didn't have nothing like
Black coffee and water.
No sugar, Kool-Aid, no sugar, ham, no burger. Yeah.
Well, listen, this year focus is at home, so you can get all the meals right out your kitchen. You
Yeah,
can
you got
Uber Eats,
options.
Instacart that thing, however you want to do it, because you're gonna be at home.
Yeah,
Snack away, snack away.
you got options. This is sponsored by DoorDash. No, I'm just playing. Man, that'd be dope. That was a sponsorship. And
Listen, if anybody from DoorDash wants to connect, we would love that sponsorship. We want to be able to offer a promo code to all of our guests, like, hey, hit up DoorDash.
that's the pitch right there. I'm gonna find them motherfuckers and send them that. You know what I'm saying? Along with the Hennessy things, I know their names. I just gotta get that to them. And
Listen, if we can get a liquor sponsor, that would be great. Me and Andy, we love our cognac. So if it's Douce, if it's Hennessy, we is down.
Look, you just gotta go on LinkedIn and find these people. You got to find these people on LinkedIn, and then there's some other websites that I learned about in Clubhouse. You can find these contacts and shit, but you gotta go hard. You gotta go hard with it to find them.
I'm gonna hit you up, Ken, because we gonna tackle this together.
Oh, say less, say less, goddamn. Sponsorships all 2021.
We want sponsorship from all the cognacs. I was kind of sad in the day because I went in the liquor store. They didn't have Hennessy, and they didn't have Douce either. And this is the only cognac that I was able to get. Which Martell ain't a bad cognac, but I just prefer.
They ain't got none because Ken didn't bought it all up.
These empty bottles. This is history. This is like episode 62 or something. 62 to 65. This is probably like 66 to 70. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we need to start doing that right in the episode we finish our bottles on, because we go a lot of bottles.
And then they run out of Hennessy from time to time, so you have to
you got to get the Martell.
You have to weigh other options. You know what I'm saying?
As long as it's brown, you can't go wrong.
It's just accumulating. I need to go to the recycle bin, but I like having it here. You know what I'm saying?
Just remind you of all that work.
It's just a clock.
You look down and see all that work that was put in.
Yeah, we be in here doing 3 episodes a week, and sometimes 4 if we like it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, really?
So, you was talking about the conference. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of leads into the next question. Can you just explain like the importance of networking and just branching out, connecting with other creatives, other entrepreneurs, and just being a student of the game?
So for me, networking was honestly one of those things I was very, very, very scared of for a long time because I felt like I didn't belong in those rooms. I'm self-taught, I'm a college dropout, I'm Black, I'm a woman. And those are all factors that stack up against like long-term graphic design. Listen. But it was one of those things like when I actually did research on the graphic designers, who are really making big money, who are working with these big brands. They were white and they were middle-aged and they had all these degrees, they had all these certifications, and I had none of that. So I was like, what am I going to network and say? Like, one, I don't want to work for free, so I don't want to intern. So what am I going to say? But honestly, networking is one of those things that everybody should do, even if it's something as small as just networking on social media, even if it's, just kind of like meeting people through Clubhouse, meeting people, at small meet and greets. I definitely encourage people to do it. There is always something that you can learn. I never want to be the smartest person in the room. And I never want to be the most efficient person in the room. And so I want to know how other people have systems and processes in place, how I can learn from them, even if it means picking up an internship 9 years in the game. I'm okay with it because I know I'm going to be able to learn something. I don't know everything and I never want to know everything. So if you can teach me something, if you could break it down to me and kind of show me how to do something, I'm going to bring you back a project tenfold over what we learned just through that networking, through learning people, through learning different systems and processes. One of the things when I was looking for network opportunities was I didn't look to network always with other creatives. Like those are things that I wanted to do. So I just kind of did them. But I tried to network with whole different industries. I wanted to know how realtors were doing marketing in their graphics. I wanted to know how oil and gas companies were handling their clients and their marketing. I wanted to know how sports agencies and PR firms, I wanted to know that because I wanted to be multifaceted and be able to work in any industry at any time.
Facts. You said something important in all the gems that you just dropped. You said you don't want to be the smartest person in the room, and you don't want to be the most experienced person in the room. If you ever find yourself in that situation, that's a room you do not need to be in.
It's time to
Networking
go.
work. Yeah, you need to be in a room, like she said. All the things that you felt stacked up against you. You need to be in rooms where you feel uncomfortable because that's where you're gonna grow. That's where you're gonna learn. That's where you're gonna soak up knowledge and soak up things that's gonna help you progress.
Yeah, I want people in rooms. I want to be in rooms with people with more money than me, no more knowledge than me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm soaking in the game. I
Facts.
promise you.
I honestly learned that through a lot of networking. Those people that I was scared of, because they had all this experience and all these degrees and they worked with all these different types of people, they were no better than me. We all learned in a different way. We all figured out how to make it work in our own style. And so then that made the conversations a lot easier to have. I no longer had to say, I'm self-taught and almost like shrink down next to them. It was like, no, okay, I'm self-taught, but this is my graphic design firm. We're full service. We do da 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 da. It made it easier to have those conversations when I had to just kind of check my own emotions and my mental, like, hey, you can do this. Like, you in this room because you belong here. Nobody gave you a green pass. You nobody's plus one. You got yourself here.
Already.
Yay, yay. I love it. I love it. And as she sips the hookah, drops hookah. You gotta drop hookah after you say that.
So you got the packages to help people get their stuff together. You got packages like tutorial packages, or you not getting in that lane at all?
No. So I am going to open up my internship program following the conference. So it'll be mid-March that I will be opening up my internship program. But my internship program is going to be a little different. I want people who have no experience, but they have a desire, because I want to be able to show you how to do things. And I want you to learn your own style. I'm just going to show you systems and kind of show you how I do it. But I really want to see how other people develop their own projects. I want to work with people who they want to get in the room like I did, but they just don't know where to start. You don't have to start in PowerPoint, and you don't have to overwhelm yourself trying to learn every in and out of Photoshop to start. I can teach you those basics and at least get you to where I am so that you can push through even further.
Yes. We was on a podcast, like a week and a half ago now? Almost 2 weeks.
We was?
What's your I can?
Oh yeah. That's last week, huh?
Yeah. And it was a question that was kind of asked like that. And we said the same thing. Like, we want to see your passion. Like, more than anything, you gotta have that passion, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that should make you hungry. It do something different when you got the passion for something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anybody trying to like get with Gemini Media, they gotta have that work ethic for sure. You gotta be able to be up on this motherfucker damn it every day. Not necessarily on the podcast, but doing something related to the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We don't need no lacking around here. You know what I'm saying?
There's work to be done every single day. So they gotta come with it.
Already, you know what I'm saying? So what advice do you have for aspiring creatives in your field of expertise?
The best advice I can say is don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to. A lot of times, like for creatives, we see things, on social media. We see billboards. We just see all of these creative things. That's my little brother. Hi, Miles. Ain't you supposed to be in bed? Don't you got school tomorrow? Or tomorrow's Saturday.
He got Saturday school.
For creatives, it's okay to have your own style. Everybody ain't gonna like it, and every client is not going to be your client. So sometimes creatives, we feel like, well, that's money missed. It's not, because there is money out there for you. There are millions with your name on it based on your style. There are multiple people looking for what you bring to the table. And so as a graphic designer, don't try to just copy what everybody else does. Don't try to figure out how everybody, is producing that style of content. Create your own lane and ride that motherfucker till the wheels fall off, because then you're going to really see, like, it might be slow at first, but then you're going to see a big difference. Like, your clientele is going to change. The way you make money changes, because people are going to come looking for you. And then you're going to be trying to teach people how to get in your lane.
Really? Man, you were such a great guest on here. I'm like, damn, she out there dropping gems, dropping jewels, nuggets, all that shit. Goddamn.
All of them.
Listen, I am
speaking of nuggets.
Yes, speaking of the nuggets, my little nugget
Yeah.
My son is, so like I mentioned at the Focus conference, I was 6 months pregnant and I was actually working on my son's brand. So now it's been over a year. And so we have Happy Nugget, and it is all natural shampoos and conditioners for kids, starting from newborn up through toddler. And we are literally creating wealth for him in the sense of he is on all the paperwork. He is the co-CEO, the co-founder. He is the worst assistant in the world. All he want to do is eat and sleep and play, but he is absolutely amazing. And so building Happy Nugget has been amazing because I'm used to being in a service-based industry where, I create my packages, I break down my services and kind of price based on that. So now this is a whole new realm for me, jumping into products where I have had to order products, test products, change formulas. I didn't research hydrogen sulfide, all these damn words that I was supposed to learn in biochem year 2 before I dropped out. And, now building him a company, it has been amazing. So of course I was able to use my branding knowledge, to build him a dope children's brand. But now I'm able to use like some more business knowledge and get some insight from some dope people to really build him a company that we will be into Target by the end of 2022.
Mm-hmm. So you said newborn up to what?
It is newborn up to toddler. So we recommend starting the process about 2 months all the way up through toddler. And then we'll add the big kids and the teens and stuff later. I'm not going to lie. I use the shampoos and conditioners on my own hair. It's a very, very potent formula. So you don't need much. One of the reasons why I know, like when you buy shampoos and conditioners, it's always like in that squeeze bottle. The reason we went with the pump formula is because you don't need that much. Like for a child's head, you need 1 pump. For my adult head, I use 4 to 5. And that's of the shampoo and the conditioner.
I need about 8 for my head.
I'm not gonna play with Ken. I'm not gonna play with Ken. We're gonna send you a 32-ounce bottle.
Yeah, I mentioned what age it was, newborn to toddler, because I have a newborn and a toddler. So
Yeah, man. Go ahead and get Journey and JT on the Happy Nugget.
Yeah, I'm at.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send y'all some stuff. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all like it and do a review for me. Let me know how y'all like it.
Oh yeah, that's it.
One of the things like that made me do it was, so we have the shampoos and conditioners, but we also have 2 other standalone products, and that's our detangle spray and our styling spray. A lot of times when we're dealing with our children, especially our Black children who have coarser hair, who have really curly hair, we often want to throw adult products in their hair, because we feel like that's the only thing that will get to tame it. But in reality, they need a softer formula, but they need really clean hair. And so our products are specifically made to clean their hair without drying their scalp and giving them things like cradle cap, making sure that they stay moisturized and that their scalp stays strong. That styling spray is supposed to be used in place of a gel or those pomades that make you have to constantly wash their hair and drying their hair follicles out. So our formulas are specifically designed and specifically formulated for Black hair, and to make sure that your child, while this is their children's hair and it will fall out, it will shed, it will do all of these things, that their growing process is always strong, so that way they're not 7 and 8 and you're trying to figure out what happened to their hair. Like now I'm having to use grown folks products in it, even though they're children. And so that was my goal with it, was to give my son a whole new start into hair care, even though, he's a boy and people feel like, oh, he's okay, he's going to get a haircut one day. He will, because mama is not doing his hair every day. But I want him to have healthy hair, and I want him to feel good about his natural hair without us having to change it due to different chemicals and formulas that are just too strong for children's hair.
Yeah, my son has wearing his natural hair. He got a big fro and whatnot. So yeah, he definitely benefit from that Happy Nugget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we keep the nuggets happy. He's gonna be happy. It's gonna make the styling process easier. When it's time to pick his hair out, and y'all like he's screaming, y'all upset. It's a lot. Our products are made to make the entire process easier, so that kids enjoy the hair process.
Already. Now you dropping nuggets and we end up on Happy Nuggets. That was a great segue right there. I don't know how it happened, but somehow it came. Yeah, crazy. But yeah.
That was good podcasting. That's on y'all. Y'all kind of clean with it. Y'all so fresh, so clean.
Oh yeah, that hair gonna be so fresh, so clean with that happy nuggets.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
will.
We're gonna have the bottles up here. We're gonna get your happy nuggets, you know what I'm saying? For they little
Listen.
nugget heads. Got the
Yeah.
kids from little nugget heads. Get you some happy nuggets.
I was thinking, like, get your nugget ass in here so I can do your hair.
Oh man, how many podcasts have you been on though?
I've been on one other podcast. So
Oh,
I've been
man.
on the Your Bossiest Friend podcast. I see my sister Milan in here. So she is the host of Your Bossiest Friend. And she actually gave me my first opportunity to be on a podcast. And it was dope.
Hey.
Oh man, we gave you the second. Man, I feel honored to have you. For real.
Yes.
And I know Guadalupe's World feel the same.
That's my honored face.
Hey, I know more to come. More podcasts are to come for you. I'm telling you. Like,
I'm used to really being in the background. Like, I'm not used to people knowing what I look like, knowing what I sound like, talking to me unless they're a client. And so what I am on a mission to do in 2021 is to bring myself more in the forefront. Bringing myself into kind of letting people know who I am and kind of what I represent. As y'all can see, this hookah, it's my best friend. If you're a client, you already know I always got the hookah. I love my cognac, but going into this year, I want to be intentional about being known. I think a lot of creatives, we really lean into our art and we really lean into our creative piece, but we kind of forget about who we are. And so I encourage all creatives, all entrepreneurs to really step into a space where people can get to know you. We're leaning into a world where people aren't just shopping with companies and buying with brands and different businesses just because of their name. They're looking for the personality. Now people want to know who's the CEO, who's running things, who's doing this, who's doing that. So put yourself forward. Come on, 1409, and get your face out there.
yeah, come on down to 1409. You might not be on here tomorrow or next week, but you'll be on here.
Yeah, don't get discouraged when we tell you a date.
Don't get discouraged when we tell you the date. You know what I'm saying? Because like by the time we get to that date, we're gonna be on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
Listen, I booked a month in advance, and I'm happy I got in where I fit in because y'all was not finna leave me in second quarter.
Yeah, we got you in that first quarter. Pressure. So since we talk about podcasts, what's your favorite episode of 1409 podcast?
The one with Andy.
You can't say this one.
Which one? She had
the one with Andy.
She got two.
She got two.
Okay, not the one yesterday. Okay, so the one yesterday was dope, but her very first one with you guys, I want to say it was 53. That one was dope because I think that when people see Andy like on social media, like they kind of get her personality. But one thing that 1409 did that I appreciate as her brand manager was actually asked her questions about what she does. Don't just ask Andy about where she go and what she like to do. Actually dive into what she does and what the business side of her is, because that's what makes Andy so dope. Is she dope in real life, but she really knows this business shit. Like she really knows the ins and outs of business and can really teach you the game, if you're in a position to learn. And so I thank you guys for giving, Andy that opportunity, because that opens so many doors for people to say, oh, damn, Andy do that too? She do that? She do? Damn, okay. And, a lot of that came from her like stepping out in a different way and kind of like building who she is, but also relating it back to the business.
Beast in these streets.
Goddamn. Straight out that Houston, Texas, goddamn.
Listen, Houston.
Fuck your couch.
Oh yeah, y'all team fuck your couch. You know what we're talking about.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. You already know what we're talking about. But now we ain't gonna get into all that. What's that question of the day, though, Mr. Guadalupe's World? Good sir, what do you have for us this evening, my lord?
Question of the day is, what's the most anxiety-inducing thing that you do on a regular basis?
Ooh. That project turnover. It is something like at first I was gonna say it's like that initial meeting with the client, because like you don't really know them. You're wondering, should I be my whole self, or should I be, should I code switch and be professional? Like, how should I do it? But when we get ready to turn over a project, that is nerve-wracking, because one, I don't want you to fuck it up. Don't go in there touching stuff and moving stuff around. But also, it's just this idea that, okay, this piece of the project is coming to an end. And I don't know if I'm ready to let it go. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to take my hands off of it yet. So that is anxiety. That is stress. That is nerves. That is, let me get a shot so I can calm down and send this email.
Well, go ahead and take one for real then. Like right now. Let me pull mine. So what gives me anxiety? It's not business related at all, but I might be driving to handle some business. I be on I-35, right? So between San Antonio and Dallas, all up that corridor, it's construction every like 10, 20 miles. So the lanes get real narrow, right? And then it's like a concrete barrier. It's no shoulder, and I be in the fast lane. Then an 18-wheeler passed by me on the right side. I'm in a pickup truck, so it's a little wilder than the car. So it look like the 18-wheeler about to sideswipe me. So I go through this anxiety type shit every day, man. I be like, that motherfucker about to hit me, man.
Don't hit me.
Yeah, it look like they about to hit me every day.
Be hugging that concrete wall like this. Ooh, I ain't trying to scrape this mirror. I ain't trying to have you scrape the other side.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's mine. But y'all took the one. Y'all took y'all's already. I'm behind.
Yeah.
Oh, we taking another one.
I sip with you again. I still got a little swig.
Let's sweet. Already.
Oh, for me, I'll say, man, like every time I'm about to share a song with the world, and it's not anxiety of like what people like it. It's kind of like with me, like when I make my songs, I feel like when I'm in the studio, I'm in a different zone. You know what I'm saying? I'm experiencing myself in a different way. And I have anxiety because I don't want people just to say like this song is hard or it's fun. I want them to have that experience that I was feeling when I was making the song. So I have anxiety because I want to know like, are they feeling that or are they just saying it's hard because you know what I'm saying, this or that. I really want them to feel like the experience that I had when I was making the song. So I have anxiety every time I drop a song.
Facts. You said this or that, huh?
Yeah, this or that.
Speaking of this or that, let's go ahead and get into this or that. Okay. So this or that. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis or Dallas?
Dallas. For sure.
Oh.
For sure.
I thought you was going to go with the hometown.
Yeah, I thought you was going, da, baby.
Listen, I just went home for 3 weeks and it was draining. I was so
ready to do that right there.
Wait a minute. Y'all not finna come from St. Louis because that's all y'all bangers. Okay? That's all the bangers from back in the day. So I want to hear no St. Louis talk. Look at my little brother. See, look at y'all.
I was in 5th, 6th grade when that came out. That shit was lit for real.
Hey, Miles, the fish don't fry in the kitchen. Peas don't burn on the grill.
Batter up. Hey, I fuck with that shit though, for real. Yeah. Y'all got a good Chinese restaurant out there that's kind of legendary. I heard about.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this. St. Louis food is unmatched. Like, that's one thing I love about going home is to get my food. But, and some people take offense to this, especially when I say outside of St. Louis. I don't eat Chinese food. I eat Chinaman. It's a whole different experience when you go to the north side or the south side and get your deep fried city rice with your vegetables, your crab rangoons, and your St. Paul, and your strawberry vest. It's a whole different ball game. It's not Chinese food.
Goes to Google Maps.
Listen, if you get Chinese food in St. Louis and you be like, oh, where can I get some Chinese food? Somebody gonna be like, oh, like Panda Express? Nah, like we want Chinaman, and I don't want North County Chinaman. I want city Chinaman. I want to go in the hood and have to lock my doors and double back to the car to make sure the door's locked to make sure I'm gonna get some real good rice.
Yeah, I tried to pull up on there one time. I think this was the place. They don't take cars and shit. I had to go get cash. I was like, fuck that shit, man. I'm going about my business.
You missed it. It's only a couple that take cars. They definitely will charge you extra if you want to pay with a car. You definitely want to have your cash.
Yeah, they didn't take cars out. I was like, fuck it.
Then they give you a little number that they didn't cut out of a cardboard box and tell you to wait till they call your number.
Oh, man. Yeah, I guess I should have got it.
It's a thing in South Carolina that they say about all the good Chinese restaurants. Find the nearest food line.
Yeah. Yeah, down.
It's in that plaza.
Anybody from outside the Southeast, you know, Food Line is a grocery store popular in the Carolinas and Virginia, you know what I'm saying?
popular. If you go to the nearest food line, I promise you, it's a good Chinese restaurant in that plaza.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. And see, one thing I like I love my St. Louis food, but because I am in Texas, I am so Creole. I like my crawfish, I like my Creole food. I like, I like my ethnic food. I'm not a really big soul food fan, and that's really big in St. Louis. And because I don't eat a lot of that, when I come to the South and I'm in Louisiana and I'm in South Texas, I get that good seasoned food that just make you want to just
What's that place called? Lotus? You ain't never been there.
Lotus. I haven't been to Lotus. I have not been to Lotus yet.
I ain't been there either, but it's everybody talking about it. So we in there, goddamn.
Listen, where you going? Because I'm going.
Hey,
You coming down 35. I'm coming down 45. I'm ready.
I'm coming down I-10. Goddamn. Shit, in
I-10.
the next 30 days. Gonna be down there in the next 30 days.
Oh yeah,
On the 5cast.
I'm gonna make an appearance to the Houston area. I've been in the Houston area, but not since we started the pod. I ain't made an appearance. So
See, y'all gotta come on. So y'all gotta let me know when y'all come, and we're gonna link up with Andy, and we gonna have a good time. I will say this: Andy will have you out late, and you'll be like, "Dang, the city ain't shut down, and Houston still be going."
Andy, I already told you I'm 47, and my bedtime is 9:30 Central
Oh
Standard.
no, we're gonna leave you at the hotel. The city ain't even jumping to about 10, 11, and that's to go get dinner, and then we still gotta go out.
Hey, that shit crazy for real. What other this or that we got? Shit. You iron your clothes or you put them in the dryer?
Hell
Get the
no.
wrinkles out of. You put them in the dryer.
I'm gonna toss that shit in the dryer. I don't even own an iron. I have not. Literally, when I was in high school, because that's when I felt like I needed to have iron clothes. My grandpa would iron for me.
And them creases in your jeans, girl.
Listen, I don't do that ironing shit. Y'all can have all of that. If I can't put that shit in the dryer and when it come out, I'm probably not gonna buy it. Because if it gotta go to the dry cleaners, now I gotta remember to pick the shit up. I'm not fucking with that iron.
Yeah, in high school you had them creases in your jeans.
Listen, I did not have the creases in my jeans, baby. Them slacks, so you can stand them up on their own.
Stand up without people in them, without a person in them. Damn, that's that starch for you right there. Oh man, we say we don't iron clothes over here.
We don't. I don't think my little brother has ever ironed his clothes. But you know what's crazy? My mom irons, and she'd be like, "You gonna wear that and don't iron it?"
I iron the hell out some
shit. Real quick, and
I iron the hell out some shit. I ain't playing. That shit gonna be wrinkle free. That dryer.
It depends though, because my dryer got a wrinkle free button, and I hit that shit in a heartbeat too. Beep. Like, go ahead and do your thing, player.
I gotta leave out the house in 30 minutes. I can throw this in the dryer real quick. I'm gonna be cool. And then when I put it on, I'm gonna be warm walking out the door. I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? Man.
Ken over there taking his time. Hold on.
I put that. Hey, you better put some water in that shit.
I'm about to say, Ken, hey baby, some more that water.
Put some water in that goddamn iron. That bitch gonna be wrinkle free, boy.
What steam level you had to iron on?
Ooh, steam level. I got that bitch on the highest level it go.
Over there, like waiting until it get ready to sizzle. Like, all right, it's ready. Hit the little extra steam button.
Yeah, I'll run that thing on the iron and I hear that. Shh. It's time. It's go time.
I iron some stuff though, but mostly wrinkle-free button for me.
Okay, Hennessy or Douce for you, Briona. We already know our answer, but what's your answer? Douce.
The Douce.
It's a knife. It's a knife.
It's a lifestyle. It's
a knife.
It's a vibe. It is a knife. You may end up with a knife. Fucking with Douce for too many shots. But nah, I like Hennessy when I'm out. It's cool. It's a turn up vibe. But that Douce just get you on a chill.
See, now we got to put them on the thug passion, man.
Oh yeah,
you got to put them on the thug passion.
That's a concoction we came up with. So normally we have the normal regular VS, very special Hennessy. I got black Hennessy right now, so you get some Hennessy of your choice. You know what I'm saying? And then you get some of this.
Alizé is dangerous.
Mix it together. That's called thug passion. Hennessy and Alizé.
I'm gonna have to try it. I know a couple of strippers named Alizé, so I had to do it in honor of them.
Yeah, in honor of them.
Shout out to Zay.
Hey, shout out to Zay.
Zay Tiggy.
Some people know her in this alley, in the corporate world.
Oh man, that's dope. I ain't got no this or that. That's all I got.
That's all I got, man. I ain't even brought up one today. But
it's all good. It's good
content. I got a this or that for
What,
y'all.
Oh, let's go. Let's
do you have?
Love it.
Let's see. I got two. Okay, so my first one, this or that. Would y'all rather do a traveling podcast and record in different cities, or would you rather record from your home and do like we doing, just virtual?
Oh, we going on tour, baby. You already know, baby. We're going on tour, baby.
Where the money inside? What? Oh, yeah.
Tour. Listen. Okay, my second one, West Coast to East Coast.
Man, I got deep love for the East, man. I know like the West got it going on and pop, but I'm from the East. I love the East. I've been on the West, experienced that, but ain't nothing like the East Coast, man. I don't care what they say over there. Ain't nothing like the East Coast.
I gotta go to the East too because of the seafood that I like from the East Coast. It ain't crawfish and shit like that. I don't like crawfish. I like my bone-in fish, my croakers, my brim,
like croakers, them brims,
and the perch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I gotta go to the East Coast. What about
some Virginia perch?
Yeah, that's some Florida brim. You know what I'm saying? I want some of that. Fry that motherfucker up. You got me. What about you, Bree?
What about you? Yeah.
Honestly, I would choose traveling podcasts because I would much rather interview people in person, get that experience of being in different places. East Coast versus West Coast. I'm always gonna be the chill ass bitch from the South. I like the South. The West Coast is cool. It's a little bit too slow moving for me and a little too Casadiddy. The East Coast, y'all just got a lot of shit going on. Like, god damn.
Yeah.
The South is where it's at.
Yeah, you gave us two options, so you need to pick one of them two options you gave us. East
if I'm gonna have to choose, I'm going to the East Coast.
Okay.
I would rather get down with the nitty gritty than
Because I feel like if you're gonna say the South, if you think about the Southeast versus the Southwest. The Southeast popping, baby. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? The Southeast is popping.
I ain't never flew Southwest. Y'all ever flew Southwest? Since we talking about Southwest. You know, they don't have assigned seat. They don't have assigned seats on that motherfucker. You just get on that motherfucker.
And that is the only airline I fly in Southwest. I am calculating my freaking flyer miles.
You be on the plane first.
Fly with my kid. Yes, because as soon as that alarm go off and say check in, I am like A12 and I'm in there.
I need to experience Southwest at least one time. I know Southwest is big in St. Louis and Dallas. You gotta go to Love Field and shit. Yeah.
Them 2 free bags make you feel good. 2 free bags. You get your free carry-on, get a free personal item. It's wonderful.
Oh, I don't pay for no bags, but we ain't gonna get into all that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into that, but I don't pay for no baggage.
Ever. All right, go ahead and plug your business ventures one more time, you know what I'm saying, in your own words. Anything we may have missed, you know what I'm saying?
So I am Briona Adams. Most of you all know me or will know me as Briona Trinae. I am the CEO and founder of Impact Creatively Design Co. We are a full-service graphic design and branding firm. I am also the coordinator for the Focus Business Conference, editor-in-chief for the Focus magazine, and I am your all-around knowledge base, everything that you need to know, everything to plug you in to make you put your best brand face forward.
You said Focus Podcast? Is that what you said?
Huh?
Huh? Nah, I ain't saying nothing.
No, he ain't saying Focus Podcast, and Andy is still on here. I didn't say that. Ken said that, and Ken gonna be the host on that thing. Him and Guala gonna be on the Focus Podcast, and I'm gonna just tell them who coming.
We're gonna be guests. Y'all gonna be booking. Y'all gonna be doing the booking, goddamn.
You signing a release form. Yes, I agree.
So tell us about your business.
Oh yeah. Tell us how you focus. Yeah, already. Yeah, it was dope. This is a dope episode. You got some great energy. I already knew it though. Because you team fuck your couch already. I already know what's up.
Allegedly, you gotta put the allegedly.
Allegedly,
Andy you got to say allegedly.
You have to add allegedly. We need the legal disclaimer. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But you can find 1409 podcast. Nobody Grinds Like Us network. Always press record TV. You know what I'm saying? Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, YouTube back up next week. We're gonna upload all the episodes from this week and put them on a Sunday, and then we back live on YouTube next week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit happens, but you learn from it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can follow us on Instagram, 1409 Podcast, and keep doing them. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. You can follow the podcast on Twitter, 1409 Podcast.
Yeah.
Facebook, 1409 Podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, 1409 Podcast, because we lit. We trying to get to that 1,000, because you know what happened when you get to 1,000. If you don't know, just subscribe anyway. Goddamn it.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram, 843 Ambassador. And
follow me, your boy Guala Meets World at Guala Meets World, man. Scrooge video out on YouTube. Get my screams up, man. It's a dope video, man. Follow my music on all the major streaming platforms.
Guala Meets World. Oh, we got a subscription from Briona Trinae on a YouTube channel. It came on my watch. Oh man.
I got about 18 Gmail accounts, so I'm gonna go help y'all out.
Oh yeah, do that. You might get us to 500 tonight. Goddamn. Hell yeah. But it's the 1409 Podcast, and we out.
Peace.
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all.
Already.